She was a nobody, homeless, injured, and alone in the rain. He was a billionaire who trusted no one and followed rules stricter than the law. But the night their worlds collided, he made a choice that would break every rule he lived by and put them both in a danger neither of them saw coming. Amina's life had never been gentle, but the night she staggered into the rain-soaked streets of Victoria Island, clutching a ripped plastic bag with all she owned inside, she realized life had officially run out of mercy. She'd been fired from a job at the call center that morning for insubordination, when all she did was defend herself from a supervisor who liked yelling into people's ears. She returned to her apartment only to meet her landlord already removing her belongings because she was 2 weeks late on rent. With no family left, no one to call, and no saving grace except endurance, Amina wandered into the night looking for a place to sleep that wasn't infested with rats or danger. The storm hit before she found one. As thunder cracked above her like punishment, she crossed the street near the towering glass building everyone in Lagos knew, Hawk Towers, the home of Noah Ediwale, the youngest Nigerian billionaire, a man rumored to be colder than Harmattan. The media called him the man with no mercy. His employees said he didn't smile, didn't bend rules, didn't tolerate weakness, and didn't help strangers. He built his empire by trusting no one and giving nothing for free. So when Amina slipped on the wet pavement right in front of Hawk Towers, gasping as her twisted ankle screamed, she had no idea fate was about to throw her into his path. Noah was not supposed to be there. He never left his penthouse at night unless he was flying out. But tonight, he had returned unexpectedly from a canceled trip. His convoy pulled up just as Amina crashed to the ground. At first, he didn't look at her. Billionaires rarely do. But then he heard the sound she made, soft, painful, defeated in a way he recognized too deeply. The same sound he heard from himself years ago, the day he lost everything before he became someone. Noah's guards tried to push her aside, assuming she was a beggar. She didn't protest, didn't plead. She just held her ankle and fought to keep herself together. Something about her silence made Noah turn around. Their eyes met. His were sharp, calculating. Hers were tired, but still holding on to some stubborn dignity. "Who are you?" he asked, not because he cared, but because something about her didn't fit the usual category of people collapsed in front of his building. "No one," she whispered. That answer bothered him more than it should. Within seconds, the guards grabbed her arms to move her, but Noah lifted a hand. "Wait!" His rule was simple. Don't get involved. Ever. Yet something about the soaked girl on the pavement made him break it. His voice was low, irritated by his own reaction. "Help her inside." Amina tried to protest, but the pain hit her again like lightning, and she winced, losing the battle to remain strong. Noah didn't touch her. He didn't touch anyone, but he did something even more shocking. He walked beside her as the guards lifted her. His mind argued with itself. She's a stranger. She's trouble. She's going to be a problem. But another part whispered, she reminds you of the past you refuse to think about. As they entered Hawk Towers, staff stared like they were witnessing a miracle. Noah Ediwale didn't bring people into his building. Not women. Not strangers. Not anyone. Yet here he was, breaking his own golden rule for someone whose name he didn't even know. Amina felt the warmth of the lobby and almost cried from relief, not understanding why a man with eyes so distant would help her. She also didn't know that her life had just intertwined with a billionaire who had everything except peace, and that her arrival would change his world in ways no one could have predicted. Noah didn't know either. All he knew was this. Something about the girl made it impossible for him to walk away. Amina sat on the leather couch inside the emergency lounge at Hawk Towers, staring at the marble floors that probably cost more than she'd made in 2 years. A medic examined her ankle while she tried not to flinch, a battle she lost every few seconds. Noah stood at a distance, arms folded, jaw tight, eyes colder than the AC vent above them. He wasn't sure whether he was irritated with her or with himself. His rules had protected him for a decade. Rule number 1, never help strangers. Rule number 2, never bring anyone into his building. Rule number 3, never let emotions cloud judgment. Tonight, he'd broken all 3. His assistant, Boma, rushed in through the sliding doors, panting. "Sir, is everything okay? We saw you stop outside." She halted mid-sentence when her eyes landed on Amina. Noah's voice carried the impatience of a man annoyed at his own humanity. "It's fine." She's injured. Boma blinked. And she's inside. Her confusion was justified. Noah was so strict about his rules that Stav joked he'd rather carry a crocodile through the lobby than a stranger. Noah ignored the comment. How bad is it? He asked the medic. Sprained ankle. She shouldn't walk on it for days. Noah turned to Amina. Where do you live? She hesitated. The truth was humiliating. I don't have anywhere at the moment. That irritated him more. He hated helplessness, not in others, but because he remembered it too clearly in himself. She can't stay here, Boma whispered nervously, knowing how many rules this already broke. I know, Noah said sharply. Yet he didn't tell them to remove her. He didn't walk away either. The medic cleared his throat. She needs rest, sir, and somewhere safe to keep her leg elevated. Amina's throat tightened. She didn't want pity. She'd had enough pity to drown in. I'll manage, she muttered. Noah stepped closer. Manage where? On the street. His tone was blunt, cutting. She looked away, shame creeping up. He exhaled sharply, as if battling something invisible. Set up a guest suite on the lower floor, he ordered. Boma's jaw dropped. So, the suites are for international clients only. And tonight, she is one, Noah snapped. Amina's eyes widened. No, I can't stay here. You don't even know me. Noah shot her a look. You're injured. You need help. That's all that matters. Why? She whispered. Why are you helping me? Noah paused. He didn't like talking about himself. He didn't like explaining anything. But something in her question hid a part of him he kept locked away. Because once, he said quietly, someone helped me when they shouldn't have. Amina frowned. He didn't elaborate. He didn't need to. She sensed there was something heavy behind it, something painful. The guards escorted her gently toward the elevator while Noah stayed where he stood, watching her like she was a puzzle he didn't answer but couldn't walk away from. When the elevator doors closed, Boma turned to him. So, what exactly are we doing? Noah rubbed the side of his forehead, a strange restlessness crawling through him. I don't know, he admitted, but for the first time in years, I didn't want to walk away. And he hated how true that was. Amina slept in the softest bed she had ever touched. The sheets felt like clouds, the room smelled of warm vanilla, and the silence was so deep it scared her more than the streets ever did. People like her didn't belong in places like this. She kept expecting someone to wake her up and throw her outside. But it was real. Her ankle throbbed, but her heart felt something more dangerous. Hope. Meanwhile, on the top floor, Noah couldn't sleep at all. He paced his penthouse, staring out at the city lights like he wanted to escape his own mind. He hated disruptions. He hated unpredictability. But what he hated most was remembering. And tonight, Amina had triggered memories he'd buried so deep he sometimes believed they had never happened. A small, dingy room. A younger version of himself sleeping on a torn mattress. A mother coughing in the corner. Hunger so sharp it felt like a knife. He had promised himself he would never return to that life. Never feel that weakness again. Never get entangled with anyone's problems. People were unpredictable. People disappointed. People used kindness as a weapon. But when he saw Amina on the ground, soaked in rain and holding onto her dignity like a shield, he saw himself. He tried to shake the thought away. He didn't save people. He built companies. He crushed rivals. He protected his empire. So why was a stranger sleeping in his tower? Morning came too quickly. Amina woke up to a knock. Boma entered with breakfast, eggs, yam, and fruit, her smile polite but stiff. Mr. Adiwale asked that you eat. Amina shook her head. I can't accept this. I'll repay him. He didn't ask you to, Boma replied. That's exactly why I want to, Amina insisted. Her pride wasn't broken, just wounded. Downstairs, Noah reviewed documents in his office, but his mind wasn't on them. When Boma reported that Amina refused food unless she could repay him, something tightened in Noah's chest. Pride. The same kind he used to cling to before life beat it out of him. Unexpectedly, Noah said, Send her up. Boma blinked. To the penthouse. Yes. Amina was nervous entering his floor. It felt like stepping into another world, one made of glass, steel, and money. Noah looked up from his desk when she limped in. He didn't soften. Sit. She did. Quiet. Observant. Too honest for her own good. Why are you refusing food? Noah asked. She swallowed. Because nothing is free. Noah's eyebrow lifted. Is that what you believe? It's what life taught me. That answer hit him harder than he expected. He leaned back. Tell me your story. Amina hesitated. I don't want pity. You won't get any from me, Noah said simply. She told him, losing her parents young, working small jobs, getting fired unfairly, being evicted, trying to survive without losing herself. Noah didn't react, but something shifted in his eyes. Amina ended with, I can't depend on anyone. People always want something back. Noah leaned forward. And what if I don't? She met his eyes. Then I wouldn't know how to handle that. He exhaled slowly. You can stay until your ankle heals. After that, you decide what's next. Why? She whispered again. Noah stared at her for a long moment. Because I remember what it feels like to have no one. The silence stretched between them, real, heavy, and strangely comforting. Neither of them knew it yet, but this moment would mark the beginning of something that would challenge everything Noah believed about himself. Noah didn't trust easily. In fact, he didn't trust at all. So the next morning, he sent Amina a message through Boma. Join me for breakfast. 8 a.m. Amina almost refused. She didn't want to embarrass herself, didn't want to feel judged, and didn't want to look like she wanted anything from him. But something inside her whispered that this moment mattered. So she went. The dining hall she entered looked like something from a Billionaire magazine. Long glossy table, floor-to-ceiling windows revealing the entire skyline, warm sunlight bouncing off polished marble. Noah sat at the head, dressed sharply in a tailored black shirt, looking like the kind of man who ordered the world to move and it obeyed. Amina walked in carefully, balancing on her good leg. Noah's eyes flicked to the injury. How's your ankle? Better, she murmured. Sit. She sat today. The breakfast spread was overwhelming. Pancakes, akara, fruits, pastries, omelets. Amina felt out of place, like she'd walked into a world too fragile to touch. Noah watched her, not in a romantic way, but like he was studying her, searching for something. Eat, he said. I told your assistant I'll repay you, she whispered. I don't like debts. Good, he replied. Neither do I. She frowned. Then why help me? Because I can. Amina sighed softly, frustrated by his vagueness. Noah leaned back. You think I want something from you? Most people do, she said, but I can't offer you anything. Noah studied her calmly. Are you sure? Amina looked confused. Noah poured tea. I don't need money. I don't need favors. But I do need something. She tensed. What? He held her gaze. Honesty. Amina blinked. Noah leaned forward, elbows on the table. I've seen too many people lie for advantage, pretend, manipulate, chase opportunities. When I helped you last night, I knew you weren't one of them. Amina swallowed. How can you tell? Noah smirked faintly. I built an empire watching people. She hesitated, then whispered, I've never had someone help me without wanting something back. Then consider this a test, Noah said. A test of what? Whether you're someone worth helping. Amina looked away. And if I'm not? Noah shrugged slightly. Then you leave when your ankle heals. Amina bit her lip. And if I am? Noah's eyes sharpened. Then I'll decide. The air grew tense. Not romantic, but intense in a way that made Amina's heart beat louder. She didn't understand him. She didn't understand why someone so powerful cared about a nobody with nothing to offer. But she felt something real in his tone, something heavy and unresolved. Eat, Noah said again, softer this time. You need strength. Amina nodded and took a small bite of akara. Noah watched her with the quiet intensity of a man who didn't know what he was doing, but knew he couldn't stop. After breakfast, he said something unexpected. Follow me. She limped after him through the halls until they reached a room she hadn't seen before. When Noah opened the door, Amina froze. It was filled with computers, screens, strategy charts, maps, all connected to something she didn't understand. This, Noah said, is where I built everything. Amina looked around, awestruck. Noah turned to her. If you're going to stay here for a while, you should know who I am. Amina met his gaze. Who are you? Noah's voice dropped to something almost vulnerable. Someone who trusts no one. Not anymore. But you confuse me. He stepped closer, eyes locked on hers. And I need to know why. Amina's breath hitched. She'd never felt smaller, never felt more seen, never felt more terrified. Noah didn't touch her, didn't smile, didn't soften, but the room felt like a confession chamber, and she was a secret he wasn't ready to face. Amina tried to stay calm as Noah led her deeper into his private world. She didn't know why she was there or what he expected from her. All she knew was that Noah Ediwale, the billionaire feared across industries, was looking at her like she held answers he'd spent years avoiding. They stopped inside his strategy room. Screens flickered with stock charts, global markets, security footage, architectural plans, his empire breathing in real time. Amina had never seen anything like it. Noah stood behind her, arms folded, his presence heavy and commanding. This is my world, he said. Numbers, systems, logic, power, no trust, no emotions. Amina turned slightly. Why show me this? Because you're not supposed to be here, Noah said bluntly. You don't fit. You don't want anything from me. You're not impressed by wealth. You question me. And for some reason, that makes me... He stopped. Amina waited. Uneasy, he finished quietly. She blinked. Me? Yes. Amina shook her head. I'm nobody. Noah stepped closer, his voice low. You don't act like nobody. I'm just trying to survive, she whispered. I didn't ask to be here. And yet you are, Noah replied, and for the first time in years, someone entered my life without forcing their way in. Amina swallowed. I didn't enter. You brought me. Exactly. That single word made her heart tremble. The billionaire who trusted no one had let a stranger inside, not just his building but his routine, his logic, his calm. Noah studied her closely. What do you want, Amina? Nothing from you, she said firmly. I don't want trouble. I don't want charity. I don't want to be in your way. I just want to heal and leave. Noah didn't like that answer. His jaw tightened. Leave. Of course, she said. This place, it's not my world. Noah looked at the screens, his empire, his fortress, and then at her. Maybe your world just hasn't given you a chance yet. Amina shrugged. People like you don't change the lives of people like me. Noah leaned in slightly, voice low and intense. Watch me. She froze. His conviction shook something inside her. But then the door opened suddenly, and Boma rushed in, face pale. Sir, we have a problem. Noah straightened, mask of cold authority snapping back instantly. What is it? Boma handed him a tablet. Noah's eyes flickered with anger. You've got to be kidding me. Amina stood still, unsure. Noah handed her the tablet. On the screen was a news headline. Mystery woman spotted with Noah Ediwale, secret mistress. A blurred image showed Amina being carried into Hope Towers by guards. Amina's eyes widened in horror. Comments were exploding underneath. Gold digger. Another billionaire's side chick. Typical Lagos story. Guess he broke his no women rule. Amina felt the ground shift. No, this is bad. Noah's voice darkened. I don't care what the media says about me. But you? He looked at her with something fierce and protective. They'll tear you apart. Amina's hand shook. People will think they'll think whatever they want. Noah growled. That's how this world works. But it's not true. Amina cried. Noah stepped closer, gaze burning. Then we show them the truth. She frowned. What truth? Noah's next words would change everything. That you're under my protection. Amina staggered back. No, no, I can't be part of your world. This is too much. People will think. People already think. Noah interrupted. The difference now is that I'm giving them something else to talk about. Amina stared at him, breath unsteady. Why are you doing this? Noah's voice softened just enough to feel dangerous. Because I made a choice the moment I saw you on the ground. He stepped closer. I wasn't going to let you fall again. Amina's eyes filled with emotion she didn't understand. Fear, gratitude, confusion, something deeper, something forbidden. Noah took a breath, his voice barely above a whisper. And now our worlds are collided. He looked at the headline again. And trust me, the world is not ready for what comes next. P. The internet moved faster than fire on dry grass. By sunrise, Amina's name, though no one knew it yet, was trending as the mystery side chick. Every gossip blog in Lagos posted grainy zoomed-in images of her being carried into Hulk towers. Some circled her swollen ankle and called it pregnancy signs. Others zoomed into a plastic bag and called it evidence of a poor girl with billionaire taste. Amina sat on the sofa in her suite, staring at the mess her life had become. She had run from humiliation only to fall into something far worse. Noah entered without knocking. His face was hard, colder than the polished marble beneath their feet. He handed her a tablet. You saw this. Amina gave a small nod. This will destroy me, she whispered. I'll never get a job again. My name, my image. Noah cut in. You don't have a name online yet. That's good. We can still control the narrative. Amina stared at him helplessly. Control the narrative? I'm not a brand. I'm just me. Exactly, Noah replied. And people hate what they cannot define. So we define it. She blinked in confusion. How? Noah paced the room like a lion in a too-small cage. A press statement won't work. They'll twist it. Denying everything will make it worse. He stopped and looked at her the way he looked at companies he planned to acquire. You need protection. Real protection. Amina wasn't sure she liked where this was going. What kind? The kind only I can give, Noah said. His tone was final, absolute. Amina swallowed, heart pounding. Noah, this isn't my world. He studied her for a moment. Maybe not, but right now, my world is the only thing standing between you and ruin. Amina looked away, eyes filling. She didn't ask for this. She didn't want fame. She just wanted a roof and safety until her ankle healed. Noah stepped closer and lowered his voice. Amina, I need to know something. She looked up. Do you trust me? Amina hesitated. She shouldn't trust him. He was powerful, unpredictable, unreadable. But when she remembered how he stopped in the rain, how he protected her from the guards, how he didn't treat her like a beggar or problem, something inside her calmed. Yes, she whispered. I do. For the first time, Noah's expression shifted. Barely. A flicker of something human. Something vulnerable. Then let me handle this, he said. But whatever happens next, you need to be ready. Amina didn't know what he meant. She didn't know her life was about to change again, this time publicly. Noah summoned his entire crisis team, top PR experts, cyber specialists, legal advisors, into the conference room. They stood nervously because Noah's storms were legendary. The moment he walked in with Amina limping behind him, the room fell into stunned silence. Noah didn't sit. Fix this, he commanded. The head PR strategist, a woman named Sade, cleared her throat. So, the narrative is already forming. People believe she's your secret lover. Amina stiffened. Noah's jaw tightened. She isn't. We know, Sade said carefully, but the public doesn't, and they don't care about the truth. They care about drama. Noah's eyes flashed. Then give them a different story. Sade hesitated. What kind of story? Noah glanced at Amina, then back at his team. The truth is too simple. She was injured. I helped. No one will believe that. He stepped closer to the table. So we need something they'll believe that doesn't destroy her. Amina's heart thudded. Like what? Noah turned to her. A public explanation that protects you. Sade clicked her pen. Sir, there are two options. 1. Deny everything and blame paparazzi, but that will make them dig deeper. Or 2. Present her not as a girlfriend, but as something respectable. Something that justifies her presence in your building. Like what? Amina asked nervously. Sade looked at Noah. An employee, a consultant, a charity case, or, her voice dropped, someone under your official guardianship or mentorship. The room fell silent. Amina frowned. Mentorship. Noah crossed his arms. It might work. It will work, Sade corrected. You're known for your scholarship programs. If she's introduced as someone you're helping professionally, someone you found in a difficult situation, it shifts the narrative. Amina felt a sting of shame. So I become a project. Noah turned to her. His voice softened. No, you become untouchable. Amina's chest tightened. I don't want people thinking I use you. They already think that, Sade said gently. Let us give them a better story. Noah stepped closer to Amina, lowering his voice so only she heard. This protects you, and I won't let anyone drag your name through the mud. Amina breathed shakily. Okay, I'll do it. Noah nodded once. Good. We go public tomorrow. Amina froze. Tomorrow. The longer we wait, Noah said, the worse the damage. And with that, the billionaire who trusted no one became the shield she never asked for, but desperately needed. The next day, Hope Towers buzzed like a disturbed beehive. Journalists swarmed outside, cameras flashing, blogs already typing headlines before anything happened. Amina felt like she was walking into a battlefield. Her hand shook slightly as she adjusted the borrowed blouse Boma had given her. No one noticed. You're nervous, he said. She gave a weak smile. I'm not used to this. I'll do the talking, Noah assured her. You just stand beside me. Amina swallowed. Why beside you? Noah's eyes softened just enough. Because it shows I'm not ashamed of protecting you. Her heart skipped. They stepped out into the packed hall. Instantly, cameras exploded with light. Reporters shouted questions. Is she your girlfriend? Why was she in your tower? Is this another billionaire romance? Noah raised a hand. Silence spread like command. His voice was deep, calm, controlled. This young woman's name is Amina Hassan, he began. Gasps rippled. Her name finally revealed. She was injured outside my building 2 nights ago. I chose to help her. That is all. Murmurs. Disbelief. Then Noah added what Sade had scripted carefully. Miss Hassan is now under my official mentorship program. She is a candidate for a skill development apprenticeship with Hulk Holdings. The room erupted. Mentorship. Since when? Why, huh? How did you meet? Noah's eyes sharpened. I met her in a moment of crisis. She needed help, and I gave it. That is not a crime. Amina stared at him, stunned. He sounded like a man defending something precious. A reporter pointed at Amina. Is this true? Were you homeless? Amina froze. Noah stepped closer to her, subtly blocking her from cameras. Her personal life, he said coldly, is none of your business. The authority in his voice silenced everyone. Noah placed a hand lightly at Amina's back, not touching, just guiding her. That will be all. They walked away as reporters shouted behind them, but no one dared chase them. The doors closed. The noise vanished. Amina exhaled shakily. You really did that, she whispered. You protected me. Noah turned to her with a rare softness. I told you, I don't let people fall. For the first time, Amina believed him. The wave of public attention shifted overnight. Bloggers changed tone. Headlines softened. Not a side chick. Meet Noah Adiwale's new protege. A billionaire's act of kindness. A young woman's life turns around. Amina wasn't famous, but she wasn't hunted anymore. She had space to breathe. Noah assigned her a private instructor to help her learn computer skills, professional communication, and business basics. You'll be useful to yourself, he said, not just to me. Amina practiced balance on her healing ankle while learning spreadsheets and email etiquette. She stumbled a lot, but Noah never mocked her. Instead, he corrected her with a cool patience she didn't expect. Late one evening, Amina sat alone in the training room, trying to understand a confusing document. Noah walked in quietly. "You're still here," he said. She nodded. "I want to prove I deserve the mentorship, not because you feel sorry for me." Noah sat beside her. "I don't feel sorry for you." Her eyes lifted. "Then why me?" Noah hesitated, a rare thing for him. "Because you don't pretend. Because you have pride, even when life gave you little. Because you remind me." He stopped. Amina leaned in slightly. "Remind you of what?" Noah stared at the glowing computer screen, the reflection hiding something heavy in his eyes. "Of who I used to be." Amina felt her chest tighten. "You were like me." "Was," Noah said quietly. She wanted to ask more, but something told her he wasn't ready. Instead, she whispered, "Thank you for everything." Noah stood slowly. "Don't thank me yet. The world isn't done testing you." Amina met his gaze. "Are you?" Noah's expression faltered, just a flicker. "No," he said. "I'm not." She didn't know what that meant, but she felt it. Something was changing between them, something neither of them could ignore. Amina found a small piece of courage and gently knocked on Noah's office door that night. He looked up, surprised. "You should be resting." "I wanted to understand you," she said softly. Noah blinked. No one ever asked to understand him. People only asked what they could gain. He closed his laptop and leaned back. "What do you want to know?" "Why you hate letting people close," she said. Noah's eyes darkened, but he didn't deny it. "Because closeness leads to betrayal." "Who betrayed you?" she whispered. His jaw flexed. "Everyone." Amina stepped into the room, limping slightly. "Tell me." Noah stood abruptly, pacing. "When I was 16, my father abandoned us. My mother got sick. No one helped. Not one person. I begged relatives, friends, neighbors. They all shut their doors." Amina's heart ached. "I'm sorry." "Don't be," Noah said coldly. "Pain built the man you see." "But it also locked him away," Amina replied softly. Noah froze. No one ever spoke to him like that. Amina continued. "You built walls so high no one can enter. Not even you can leave." Noah stared at her, shaken by the accuracy of her words. "And why does that matter to you?" he asked carefully. Amina took a slow breath. "Because you helped me when no one helped you. And I want to know the version of you that made that choice." Something cracked in Noah's expression. Only for a moment, but enough. He stepped closer, voice low and unexpectedly raw. "I don't know what version of me that is." Amina held his gaze. "Then let me find him." Noah's breath stalled. A dangerous silence stretched between them. Not romantic, yet but intense. Charged. Human. Noah looked away first. "Be careful, Amina," he murmured. "You're getting too close." She whispered back, "Maybe that's not a bad thing." But Noah wasn't ready. Not yet. Not for what her presence was starting to change inside him. And neither of them knew. Someone was watching. Someone who didn't want Amina anywhere near him. Someone ready to strike. Amina noticed at first a strange tension in the building that didn't exist before. Guards whispered more. Staff glanced at her longer. Even Boma seemed unusually distracted whenever she passed. She ignored it until the evening she stepped into the elevator and saw the person inside, Victor Chisholm, Noah's longtime business rival, known for smiling like a saint and striking like a serpent. He stood tall, dressed in a sleek navy suit, holding a bouquet of white lilies as if attending a wedding he planned to ruin. He turned when she entered, smiled too perfect. "You must be the famous protege." Amina stiffened. "And you are?" "Someone who knows Noah better than you ever will," Victor replied smoothly. She pressed the elevator button, wishing it would move faster. Victor chuckled. Interesting choice Noah made, bringing a stranger into his fortress. Very unlike him. Amina didn't reply. Victor stepped closer. "You should be careful. Noah is unpredictable. dangerous when provoked. Amina swallowed. You don't know him. Don't I? Victor whispered, leaning in. Ask him why he cut off our partnership years ago. Ask him why he trusts no one. Ask him why helping you has made him enemies. The elevator reached the floor. Amina stepped out quickly, but Victor's voice followed her like poison. Whatever you think this is won't last. Girls like you get used, then discarded. Amina turned sharply. I'm not afraid of you. Victor smiled. You should be afraid of Noah. She slammed the elevator button to close the doors, heart racing. That night, Amina couldn't sleep. Who was Victor really? And what did he mean by enemies? Meanwhile, on the top floor, Noah received a message on his private phone. A single line. Now I understand why you broke your rules. Noah's eyes darkened. He knew that tone. He knew that threat. And he knew Victor had seen Amina. The game had changed, and Amina was now a target. Amina walked into the training room early the next morning, but her mind was still trapped in the elevator with Victor's words echoing like an infection she couldn't shake off. When Noah entered behind her, she nearly jumped. You're distracted, he said. She forced a smile. Just tired. Lying doesn't suit you, Noah replied, crossing his arms. That made her stop. His eyes, sharp, unreadable, were studying her closely. Tell me what happened. Amina hesitated. Then she told him everything. Victor, the lilies, the warning, the insult. Noah listened without blinking, but something in his expression cracked like ice. Don't ever be near him again, Noah said quietly. Amina frowned. Why? Who is he to you? Noah turned away, jaw tight. Someone who wants what I have. Amina stepped closer. What does he want? Your company. Noah paused, then said something that made her chest tighten. No, he wants my weakness. Amina blinked. And I'm your weakness. Noah didn't answer immediately. He paced once, then stopped in front of her. Amina, listen to me carefully. Victor is manipulative. He twists truth into poison. Whatever he said, whatever he insinuated, ignore it. He said you use people, Amina whispered. He said I'll be discarded. Noah's voice hardened. If I wanted to discard you, I would have left you in the rain. Amina looked down, ashamed. I didn't mean to doubt you. I don't understand why I matter so much. Why you care. Noah exhaled slowly, as if choosing words that cost him pride. Because you don't want anything from me. Because you speak to me without fear. Because you're the first person in years who walked into my life without a motive. His voice softened. You matter because I chose you. That's enough. Amina's eyes filled. The sincerity in his tone was rare, dangerously rare. Noah, thank you. He looked away quickly, masking emotion with coldness again. Don't thank me yet. Victor is watching, and he will try again. Why does he hate you? Amina asked. Noah's expression darkened. Because I saw who he really was, and he never forgave me for exposing him. Amina didn't understand fully, but one thing was clear. Whatever history Noah and Victor shared, she was now tangled in it. And trust, something Noah never gave freely, was being tested on both sides. Amina finally gathered courage and asked Noah the question she'd been holding back. What happened between you and Victor? Noah stiffened. Some doors are better left closed. Maybe, she said softly, but secrets only hurt you when you carry them alone. Noah froze. No one spoke to him like that. No one pushed him to open wounds he'd buried beneath success and steel. After a long silence, he walked toward the window overlooking Lagos. His reflection looked haunted. When I was 21, I started my first tech company with Victor, he said. We were friends, brothers, even. He had ideas. I had the grit. Together we built something powerful. Amina listened, patient. But success changes people. Noah continued. Victor wanted fame. I wanted impact. He started stealing company funds to fuel his lifestyle, cars, trips, women. When I confronted him, he turned everyone against me, said I was jealous, said I was trying to steal the company. Amina's heart twisted. What did you do? I showed them proof. Victor was exposed. The company voted him out. Noah paused, voice colder now. He swore that day he would ruin me. Not my money, not my business. Me. And now he thinks I'm your weakness, Amina whispered. Noah turned to her, intensity burning in his eyes. You're not my weakness. Amina looked at him carefully. Then what am I? Noah stepped closer until only a breath separated them. You're the first thing that's made me feel human again. Amina's breath caught. Noah rarely admitted feelings, even to himself. She felt her heartbeat echoing in the silence between them. Then let me help you, she whispered. Let me stand with you. Noah's jaw tensed. I don't want you in danger. Too late, she replied gently. I'm already here. Noah closed his eyes briefly, acknowledging the truth. When he opened them, something in him had shifted. Then whatever comes next, he murmured, we face it together. Amina felt her chest swell with something warm, something she shouldn't name yet. But Noah finally opened the door, and she stepped into it willingly. 2 days later, a sleek black envelope arrived at Hawk Towers, sealed with gold foil. Noah recognized the crest instantly. Victor's family symbol. A taunt, a threat, a game. Noah tore it open, jaw tightening as he read the contents. A gala invitation, exclusive, elite, attended by CEOs, politicians, royalty. At the bottom was a handwritten note from Victor. Bring your protege. Let the world see how you choose your alliances. Noah crumpled the card in his fist. Amina walked in just in time to see the anger on his face. What's wrong? Noah handed her the crushed invitation. She read it, her stomach tightening. You don't have to go. If I don't, Noah said, Victor wins. He'll say I'm hiding you, or ashamed of you. Amina looked down. Are you? Noah moved closer instantly. No, never. She looked up, surprised by the force in his voice. Then take me, she said softly. Noah hesitated. This world is cruel, Amina. They'll gossip, laugh, judge you. She lifted her chin. They already have. And I survived. Noah stared at her, this woman who had nothing, yet stood with more courage than billionaires. You'll need a dress, he said finally, and training. Amina blinked. Training. You're walking into a lion's den, Noah replied. We prepare properly. That afternoon became a whirlwind. Etiquette lessons, pacing, speech practice, how to handle rude questions, how to stand beside Noah without looking overwhelmed. A stylist team arrived with gowns of shimmering silk, but Noah dismissed most with a shake of his head. Amina finally stepped out in a deep emerald dress that hugged her figure modestly but elegantly. Noah stared. He didn't hide it well. You look... He stopped. Words failed. Amina smiled shyly. Good. Noah exhaled. Dangerously. She blushed. For a moment, they simply looked at each other, really looked. Then Noah cleared his throat and put his mask back on. We leave tomorrow night. Amina nodded, unaware that this gala would ignite the turning point in their story, a point where the world would see them, where enemies would move, and where Noah would make a choice he could never undo. The night of the gala shimmered with wealth and deception. Crystal chandeliers glowed above golden walls. Expensive perfume mixed with political ambition. Everyone dressed like royalty, but everyone behaved like predators. When Noah entered with Amina beside him, conversations froze. Cameras flashed instantly. Whispers spread like wildfire. That's Noah's protege. She's beautiful. She doesn't belong here. Is he in love with her? Amina kept her posture straight, hands steady, repeating Noah's earlier advice. Walk like you belong. Because you do. Noah guided her through the crowd with protective presence she could feel without him ever touching her. Victor appeared near the grand staircase, a smug smile plastered on his face. He approached with arms wide, theatrically friendly. Noah, welcome. Noah didn't smile. Victor. Victor's eyes slid to Amina, scanning her with calculated mockery. And this must be the project. Amina held her chin high. Amina, she corrected firmly. not project. Victor raised a brow. Feisty. He always liked that in women. Noah stepped forward, voice icy. What's your mouth? People nearby paused, sensing tension. Victor laughed. Relax. We're all friends here. We are not friends, Noah replied. Victor leaned in. Then tell me, Noah, does she know? About the deal you broke? About the promise you failed? Amina looked at Noah, confused. What is he talking about? Victor grinned wickedly. Ah, he didn't tell you. Of course he didn't. Noah never tells the whole truth. Noah's fist clenched, but he stayed silent. Victor continued, enjoying every second. Years ago, someone saved Noah. Someone who believed in him. Someone who gave him everything he has. And Noah repaid them by walking away, leaving them behind. Amina's heart twisted. Noah. Noah's jaw tightened. Not here. Victor smirked. Didn't expect your protege to find out like this, did you? Amina stepped back, breath shaky. Noah reached for her instinctively, then stopped himself. Victor whispered one last dagger. Ask him who he became rich for. Ask him who he abandoned. Noah grabbed Victor's arm sharply. Enough! Security rushed over. Victor smiled triumphantly, as if he'd accomplished his mission. Amina looked between them, hurt, confused, shaken. Noah turned to her, voice low. Amina, listen. She stepped back again. I trusted you. You still can, Noah said. Just not here. But the damage was done. The gala light shimmered around them, but Amina felt a darkness settle in her chest. The question Victor planted was heavy, poisonous. Who did Noah abandon? And why did Noah look like a man afraid of losing something he never expected to care about? The night had cracked open secrets Noah wasn't ready to face, and Amina wasn't sure she was ready to hear. Amina walked ahead of Noah the moment they entered Hawk Towers. She didn't wait for the elevator, didn't look back, didn't speak. She moved like someone whose trust had just cracked. Noah followed quickly, tension in every step. Amina, he whispered, but she didn't stop. When they reached her suite, she finally turned, eyes hurt and confused. Who did you abandon? Noah closed the door gently. It's not what Victor made it sound like. Then tell me, she pleaded. No secrets. Noah exhaled deeply, as if the truth weighed more than the world he ruled. When I was 20, before Victor, before the companies, there was a woman, someone who helped me when I was nothing. She gave me a job, a place to sleep, food. She treated me like I mattered when I didn't matter to anyone. Amina listened. Fear and curiosity tangled in her chest. What happened? She was diagnosed with kidney failure, Noah said quietly. She needed expensive treatment. I promised her I'd help one day, that I'd come back for her. Amina's eyes softened. Noah, but when Victor and I built our first company, it collapsed. We lost everything. I became homeless again. By the time I finally stood on my feet, she had died. Amina covered her mouth. Noah looked away, ashamed. Victor knew she was my weak point. He knows I carry that guilt, and he used it. Amina stepped closer. You didn't abandon her. You were a boy fighting for survival. Noah's voice cracked, a rarity. But I promised her, and I failed. Amina gently touched his arm, surprising both of them. Failure isn't abandonment. You did what you could with what you had. Noah finally met her eyes, the ice in them melting into raw vulnerability. I didn't want you to see me as a coward. I don't, Amina said softly. I see you as someone who carries too much alone. Noah swallowed hard. Amina, I'm not good at connections. I push people away. I break things before they can break me. Amina whispered, then let this be different. For a moment, they stood in fragile silence, two broken stories merging. Noah took a slow breath. If you stay near me, Victor will attack again. Let him, Amina said. I'm not afraid anymore. And for the first time, Noah believed her. The next morning, Noah placed 3 extra guards outside Amina's suite. She noticed immediately. This is too much, she protested. He's not going to. He already has. Noah interrupted. He's threatened you once. He'll do it again. Why me? Amina whispered. Because hurting you is the fastest way to get to me, Noah replied. And Victor never plays fair. Later that afternoon, while Amina attended her mentorship training, Noah met privately with his chief of security, Idris. What do we know? Noah asked. Idris placed a file on the table. Victor's men have been watching Hawk Towers. They've also dug into Miss Amina's past. Noah's eyes darkened. Why? To find weaknesses. To harass. To expose. Noah slammed a fist on the table. She's done nothing. She's innocent. That's exactly why she's dangerous to him, Idris replied calmly. Because she's your humanity. Noah froze. Humanity, a word he had avoided for years. Idris continued. Victor wants to push you emotionally. If you react, he gets leverage. Noah exhaled sharply. Then we prepare. But danger always finds shortcuts. Later that evening, Amina received an unknown message on her tablet. A video file. Curious, she opened it, then nearly dropped the device. It was a recording of her in the elevator with Victor. Her fearful expression, Victor whispering in her ear. But the clip was edited to make it look like she and Victor were meeting secretly. Like she was betraying Noah. A caption appeared, she's playing both sides. You can't trust her. Panic shot through Amina's body. She rushed to Noah's office. Noah, someone sent me this. Noah watched the clip. His face didn't move, but his eyes hardened with deadly precision. This is Victor's doing. He wants you to think I betrayed you, Amina whispered. I would never. Noah cut in, stepping dangerously close. I know. Amina blinked. You believe me? Yes. Just like that. Noah nodded. Just like that. Amina's breath trembled from relief. Noah took the tablet, tossed it aside, and said in a low voice, He's not hurting you. Not emotionally. Not physically. Not ever. Amina felt the air shift between them. Not romance, but something deeper. Trust, loyalty, and a bond that danger could only strengthen. Noah touched her arm lightly. Stay close to me. From now on. And Amina knew, whatever war Victor wanted, she and Noah would face it side by side. Noah didn't wait for Victor to strike again. He struck first. Early that morning, he summoned his legal team, cyber division, and financial investigators. Victor crossed a line. Now we end this, Noah said. But he didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. His calm was the kind that storms obeyed. By afternoon, Noah had gathered enough evidence. Fraud, embezzlement, illegal investor scams. Victor wasn't just a rival. He was a criminal. But the final blow? Amina delivered it without realizing. While sorting files during her training, she found a document linking Victor to a shell company that siphoned money from Noah's expansion project. She rushed to Noah. Is this bad? She asked innocently. Noah stared at the file, stunned. Amina, this is everything I needed. She blinked. I don't understand. This proves Victor has been stealing from every company he touched, Noah said. We can freeze his assets, shut him down, end his entire operation. Amina covered her mouth. I didn't mean to. You helped me, Noah said. You protected me. Amina felt warmth spread through her chest. So, what happens now? Now, Noah said, we expose him. That evening, Noah held a confidential press briefing. Calm, sharp, lethal. He revealed Victor's crimes, the stolen funds, the shell companies, the employee testimonies, the forged documents. Reporters gasped. The financial world trembled. Within hours, Victor's accounts were frozen. His partners abandoned him. Police issued a warrant. He was finished, destroyed. Amina watched the coverage, heart racing. She didn't celebrate. She knew how pain felt. But she also knew Noah didn't start this war. Victor did. And Noah only protected what mattered. As the news spread, Noah stood beside her. It's over. Amina looked at him. Because of you. Noah shook his head. Because of us. And for the first time, he didn't correct himself after saying us. That night, while the world watched Victor's empire collapse, Amina realized something. Noah never fought his battles alone. He only needed someone brave enough to stand with him. And she had done exactly that. The storm had passed. Hawk Towers felt lighter, freer, safer. Amina's mentorship continued, but the air between her and Noah had changed. Softer, warmer, dangerous in a beautiful way. One evening, after her training, Amina stood on the balcony overlooking the city. The lights glittered like fallen stars. Noah approached quietly. "You like this view?" he said. She smiled. "It makes me forget where I came from." "Never forget," Noah said softly. "Your strength came from there." She turned to him. "Why are you always like this?" "Like what?" "Strong for everyone but yourself." Noah looked away. "Because I don't know how to be anything else." Amina stepped closer. "Then learn." Noah exhaled shakily. "I don't let people close." "You let me," she whispered. His voice softened. "I didn't plan to." Amina smiled sadly. "Neither did I." Silence wrapped around them like a gentle storm. Noah finally turned fully toward her. "Amina, I need to tell you something." She held her breath. Noah continued. "The day I found you in the rain, something in me changed. I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now." He stepped closer. "You make me want to break rules I never thought I could break." Amina's heartbeat quickened. "Noah, you make me feel alive," he said. "You make me feel human." Tears filled Amina's eyes. "I shouldn't be the one." "You're exactly the one," Noah whispered. Amina took a shaky breath. "I don't want to hurt you." Noah gently held her hand, the first time he touched her with intention. "You won't." Amina looked at their joined hands, emotion overwhelming her. "I think." "Say it," Noah whispered. She looked into his eyes. "I've fallen for you." The world paused. Noah cupped her face gently, almost reverently. "Amina," he murmured, "I've been falling since the night I saw you." And under the Lagos night sky, two broken histories found a place to heal in each other. Noah Ediwale had one rule above all: never love anyone. Because love meant vulnerability. Vulnerability meant weakness. Weakness meant destruction. But that rule shattered the moment Amina looked at him with eyes full of truth. Tonight, Noah didn't hide, didn't fear, didn't calculate. He simply existed. With her, they sat together on the penthouse balcony, fingers intertwined, silence warm and comfortable. Amina leaned lightly against his shoulder. "What happens now?" she whispered. Noah looked out over the city he once ruled with iron, now softened by something he couldn't control. "Now," he said softly, "I learn how to be the man you see in me." Amina smiled, eyes shining. "And I learn how to stand beside someone like you." Noah turned to her. "Not beside," he corrected gently. "With." Amina's heart swelled. "With," she echoed. But life was never simple, not even for billionaires. A call came through Noah's private line. He sighed. "Work," he muttered. "Always work." Amina nudged him. "Pick it." Noah answered. A voice on the other end said something urgent. Noah's face shifted, darkened, hardened. "What did you say?" he asked sharply. Amina tensed. "Noah." He ended the call and looked at her with a seriousness she had never seen. "There's a new threat." Her heart dropped. "Victor?" "No," Noah replied. "Someone was." Amina's breath hitched. Why would anyone want to hurt us? Noah touched her cheek softly. "Because power attracts enemies, and love attracts even more." She swallowed fear. "What do we do?" Noah stood, pulling her gently into his arms. "We do what we've done from the beginning," he whispered. "We fight. Together." Amina held on to him. "I'm not going anywhere." And Noah finally said the words he thought he would never speak in his lifetime. "Good," he murmured against her hair. "Because I love you, Amina." She froze, then melted into him as tears of joy streamed down her cheeks. "I love you too." Noah closed his eyes, holding her tighter. The man who loved nothing had finally loved someone, and that love would rewrite everything, every rule, every fear, every piece of his guarded heart. Because when Amina needed help, Noah broke every rule he had. And when Noah needed healing, Amina saved him in ways he never knew he needed. Their story wasn't perfect. Their future wouldn't be easy. But they had something stronger than fear, stronger than enemies, stronger than past mistakes. They had each other, and together they were unstoppable.